Okay, boys, let's talk Saturday real quick. Saturday's the opposite of Friday, I think, where you got to attack early instead of being patient. I know it's tough to get up at 10:30 a.m., and if you're on the West Coast, it's really tough to get up. But the horse in the first race, the 6, what the heck's his name, Manitoba or something goofy like that. He's a hell of a bet. I don't think there's any way you're going to get, what is he on here? Hakama, 7-2. I don't think there's any way you're getting 7-2. But if you do, you have to play. And then Hello Lover in the second race is going to be probably even money, but there's 5-7 that's saved with them too. But if you take the horse in the first, large double in the second, and then small double with the other two, and they actually they do not have a pick 3 again, I guess. I don't understand this, but they don't. So, but then they do start having rolling doubles through the day if you want to play those. But the second race with Hello Lover, I think, starts a good pick 3 because the third race is impossible, and then you got the Ward horses in the fourth, and I think he'll probably scratch one of them, so you'll have the other one. That filly's really good, and I think the other one's pretty good too. So if he runs them both, we'll take them both, and we're not going to get tricked by who Rosario's riding. Don't get tricked by that. He did that the other day, and we knew that Dylan Davis was on the right one when he put Burrell on the other one. They made Burrell even money, and we didn't fall for it, and we all cashed. So as far as that goes, Hello Lover in the second, all 6 is probably the main horse in the fourth of Ward's. But don't play around in the third. Just take all. Hope a 40-1 hits. Don't worry about it. If you want to make some extra tickets, we'll put those on there with the 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll make a little extra tickets, but we want to take some all tickets today because we want to try to hit that crazy one like we do in the Breeders' Cup. I know a lot of you haven't bet with me yet in the Breeders' Cup, but if you like what we do in the Derby, you're going to love the Breeders' Cup the way we play. The marathon that year, that the horse paid $100. We had him. The Skeek's Approval a few years back, that paid $100. We had him because there's races you go short in, and there's races you take all. And in the races you take all, boom, we're going to hit, like when Court Vision went flying by, which is another story for another day. But then the fourth race, I think the 6 is a bet if we don't have the pick three going, but I think we will. The fifth race, I already sent the email with the pick 4s. The sixth race, I think the 9's a bet. Again, if depending on how the pick 4 is going, you want to press this. But let's talk about the Preakness pick 4 for a second. You want to spread into the Preakness. It's the only way you're going to make money. Now, the 3, 4, 5 do look like the horses that are probably going to win that grass race, but you don't want to just take the 3, 4, 5 because you're going to take the 3 favorites. So you want to spread, excuse me, you want to spread out a little bit more in there, because of that. You don't want to just take those horses, because if that's all you take, you're not going to be able to win any money, because then the pick 4 is going to pay $50, and what are you going to get with that? Like the Derby day when they screwed us with that scratch. But we want to spread. And then I think the race that I'm going to attack a ton, and it's up to you guys if you want to stick around, or if you're betting online, you don't have to worry about it. But the Baffert horse in the last race is going to be 1-9. I mean, let's face it, that horse, it's a paid workout. I think what they did is they saw the $50,000 pot, so they said, okay, $50,000, we get 30. That's going to pay for Governor Charlie's trip. It's going to pay for all the bills of everybody to come, and they probably cleared it with the owners that, hey, we're going to pay for our whole trip and our whole staff with this horse by this 30 grand, so let's do it. So they shipped the horse, and they're going to win the pot. He was already at Churchill, so just ship him over to Pimlico and win the pot. So he's going to be, he might be 2-5, but he ain't going to lose. He would have to fall down to lose. So if you take 4, 5, or 6 horses in the race before the Preakness with Orb, with this horse, this horse in the last, and just make $10, $15, $20, whatever your budget is, it's not going to lose. And then you make a small one with the parting in case Orb would get beat. But that horse can't lose. And if for some reason you don't like Orb, and that's fine if you don't like Orb, take a bunch of horses, take a bunch of horses against Orb into that horse in the last race. I mean, you could get box cars on that because most people go home. They're not going to, that pot will be big, but it won't be a bunch of players. It'll be a bunch of other people that just bet $2 here and there. You got a chance to win a nice bet there. And it might pay better than the late pick 4 anyway. I'm still not sure what's going on with the pick 5. I've heard reports that the pick 5, it's that rainbow type deal, and they're gonna force a payout on Saturday, and we're gonna try to get to the bottom of that more today. And if that's true, then I'll email everybody with the pick 5 play. Because we've really only prepared the pick 4, but the pick 4 didn't look that hard. So, if we can add the 8th race in there, which looks like 5, 6, 7, you just bet the same ticket and add the 5, 6, 7 in the first leg and bet the pick 5, and because there ain't nobody else going to win that race besides the 5, 6, 7, and I think Sea Island's going to be a great bet at 6-1. But I think 5, 6, or 7 have to win that race. So we're trying to keep it under 6 or 7 minutes here so it'll post for us because we're having trouble getting these things posted. But hopefully I'll post one later tonight after the Friday card, and we'll know more on scratches and be able to zero in a little bit more.